Hey, what's going on guys? Gaming here and I'm here with the AFL season prediction for 2022 season. Now in this video I'm going to be covering ladder position for this year. I'm going to be covering off Coleman Medal, Brownlow Medal, the Rising Star Award, and who I think the premiers will be. So yeah, this ladder might be not what you expect, but I'm just being honest and what I think is going to happen. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, let's get into the video. So starting off I'll go from the bottom wooden spooners to the top, who I think will win the minor premiership. So what I've got for last place might be a bit contentious, but I don't know. I've had a bit of a feeling all pre-season, even though they won the other night, but I'm going with Gold Coast Suns as the wooden spooners for this year. I feel like Ben King will be a massive out in the forward line, and I feel like, I don't know, just have a feeling Gold Coast might not do as well as people think this year, so I've got them as wooden spooners. In 17th, I have Hawthorn Hawks. So obviously backing up from last year, losing Clarko as their coach and now Sam Mitchell taking over. I feel like they've got quite a few youngsters, but I feel like they might win a few games here and there, but I feel like overall it won't be too great. In 16th place in my own team, North Melbourne, I feel like we'll do a bit better than last year. I mean, there's always room for improvement after you finish, bottom of the ladder, wooden sprinters. So we've got North Melbourne 16. I'm hoping for a few upset wins and, yeah, hopefully improving on last year. We've got a few good young guns on board now. So, yeah. In 15th place, I have the Adelaide Crows. I feel like they've had a bit of a tough few seasons. Tex Walker obviously will be returning in a few weeks' time. I think he's might be out for a few more games yet, but I feel like the Adelaide Crows have a few youngsters coming up. Ben Keys is going to be a standout player, and yeah, I feel like Adelaide might surprise a few teams. In 14th place, and sadly dropping off from last season, is West Coast Eagles. I feel like the team is injury riddled at the moment. They didn't do too well in pre-season. I feel like there's not too much upside with the West Coast Eagles. I feel like players like Tim Kelly, Andrew Gaff might have to step up this season, but you never know with the Eagles. They could bounce back and surprise everyone, but I've got them down in 14th. In 13th place, I have Collingwood Magpies. I feel like they'll be better than last season. They've got obviously gun recruit Nick Dacos showing his stuff, so leading the disposals in the pre-season match. He's killing it. So I feel like Collingwood will have a lot better season than they did last year, and yeah, hopefully get a few more wins under their belt. In 12th place, I have St Kilda. This one was a bit contentious. I wasn't too sure where to put St Kilda, but yeah, the pre-season wasn't great, but they had obviously a win against Essendon, but a few injuries to go with that as well. In 11th place, I have the GWS Giants. I feel like they're kind of close to finals, but there's still more there. Obviously, they don't really have a major ruck at the moment. They've got Braden Pruce, I think, is their main ruck. I don't think Mumford's there. He might have retired after last season, but I feel like the Giants might be the second best team in Sydney at the moment. In 10th place, I've got Fremantle Dockers. Obviously, I love watching Freo play. They're one of my top 5 teams that I like to watch. Lots of young guns, but losing Chera to the Blues might be a bit of a challenge, but preseason shows that they look really good. And yeah, hopefully they get a few wins, but I've got them down in 10th. Speaking of the Blues, in 9th position, I have Carlton. Unfortunately, I don't see them getting in the finals. Obviously, it's between them and Essendon for me, so I've gone with Carlton in 9th. I feel like they're going to have a pretty good season. Got Chera, Walsh, Cripps in the middle. Even if he goes down forward, you've got Kennedy. I feel like they're going to have a pretty good season, but I feel like they just need to step it up a little bit this year. See what Harry Mackay can produce after winning the Coleman Medal last year. In the first final spot, in 8th position, I've got Essendon. yeah, as I said, this one was close with Carlton, but I've gone with Essendon. I feel like there's still more to prove from them. Obviously, haven't won a final in quite a while, but yeah, I feel like they'll get that finals berth again, and yeah, probably try and prove themselves. In seventh position, and this one might be a bit contentious, but I'm dropping this one from last year's position, is Port Adelaide Power. Just based on my opinions, I feel like Power might drop off this season. I don't think they'll be a top 4 team, so I've got them down in 7th. But you never know with Port what they're going to produce week in, week out, if Charlie Dixon's going to fire or not. In 6th position, and a step up from last year, I've got the Sydney Swans. I feel like they've shown lots of quality with their team, lots of young guns from last year, Errol Gooden, Campbell, and even Buddy, if he's fit and strong. Hopefully plays a few more games this year and hopefully breaks that 1,000 goal mark. I think he's about 5 away or so. So yeah, he might even break in the first round. But yeah, it'll be good seeing Buddy back out there kicking goals. Yeah, I hope the Swans go a long way in finals. After a disappointing season last year, I've got Richmond in 5th position. I feel like the addition of Robbie Tarrant in their defence will strengthen them up, and obviously Lynch and Riewoldt in the forward line, and Dusty back to his best. I'm tipping him to be back fitter and stronger, and leading Richmond up into that 5th position. I don't think they're quite a top 4 team, but 5th I feel like suits Richmond. Entering the top 4, in the 4th position I've got the runners-up in the Premiership last season. I've got the Western Bulldogs. Obviously, it's such a strong side, but I feel like, yeah, they're a top 4 team. I've got them in 4th. There's 3 better teams above them, in my opinion. But obviously, the Doggies are such a good team with the Bont, McRae, Dunkley back as well. So, yeah, I've got the Dogs in 4th. In 3rd position, I've gone with Geelong. It's a bit hard to tell with Geelong how they're tracking, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like they might surprise a few people. Obviously, an ageing list as always, but yeah, I've gone with Geelong in 3rd. 2nd, and the premiers from last season, I've gone with Melbourne. I feel like everyone's predicting them to be around that 1 or 2 position, so I've gone with number 2 for Melbourne. Obviously, such a good season last year, and I feel like Ben Brown's just getting better, unfortunately. Obviously, I love to see Ben Brown go well, but as a North Melbourne fan, we always miss him. But yeah, I feel like Melbourne's going to have a good season again. And the minor premiers, I've gone with the Brisbane Lions. They're kind of like a second team for me. I love watching Brisbane play. I love their players, and always watching Mitch Robinson's vlogs, and yeah, they seem like they have such a good team chemistry and a good team lineup. And I think one of the crucial things for them is keeping Lachie Neale in the midfield and getting him involved, and hopefully Charlie Cameron can fire through a few goals. Moving on to the Brownlow Medal. Now, this one might be a bit up in the air, but I've stayed away from like the main favourites for the Brownlow Medal this year. Obviously, you've got Walsh, you've got Bontempelli, Oliver, Petrarca. All those players could win it, and even Ollie Wines to back it up from last year. But I've gone out of the box a little bit. I've gone Tom Mitchell from Hawthorn. I feel like he's going to have a good year this year, obviously feeling fitter and probably stronger than ever. I feel like backing up from last season, he might improve from that, and rack up lots of touches again. Might even be good for Supercoach or Fantasy if you're into that. So yeah, that's my prediction. Brownlow Medal, Tom Mitchell. The Coleman Medal, this one's a bit iffy. It's a bit hard to choose the Coleman Medal. Obviously last year Harry Mackay won it. I don't think he's going to back that up, but if he does, happy for him and the Blues. Obviously that means they're going well. But I've gone with Tom Hawkins from Geelong. Obviously he's got Jeremy Cameron alongside him, but I feel like when Hawkins is on, he might kick a bag of 5 or so. I don't know, I just have a gut feeling that he might kick a few this year, and I'm tipping him for Coleman Medal. But obviously players like Jack Riewoldt and even Bailey Fritsch had a good season last year. He might kick some. Yeah. Next up, I've got the Rising Star Medal or award. Now this one's a bit. I've got two different answers for this one. I couldn't decide on each one. Obviously, as a North fan, I've gone Jason Horne-Francis as the Rising Star. I feel like he's had a good preseason and probably needs to get that touch of AFL level and experience it a bit more before he starts dominating a bit. He just needs to focus on fitness and improving his skills, and I think he'll be right up there. And the other one I have is Nick Dacos from Collingwood. He looked really good in preseason, racking up lots of touches, and looks like a quality player. So I think either of those two will be the Rising Star winner. And finally, I've got the Premiers for 2022. Now this one I've ummed and ahed about, but I've gone for the Brisbane Lions. I feel like they're going to have a solid season, and I feel like they're going to go all the way this year. They just need to, provide quality across the ground and win quite a few games, and then come finals, really switch it on. Obviously, they got close last year, but unfortunately didn't make it to the grand final. But I reckon this year they're going all the way. That's going to do it for this video of AFL season predictions for 2022 season. I hope you all enjoyed. It's something a bit different for the channel. Obviously, I'm back streaming now on my Twitch channel, mmgaming98. If you want to check that out, I'll be live during the week. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know your opinions and if you disagree or agree with what I've said, or if you have any other options for like the Brownlow, Coleman Medal, or Rising Star, and even the Premiers. Have a great day. I'll see you guys soon.